you of elevator music. And it reminds me of when I went to New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans a couple of times. Now, I'll tell you, if you travel, you get a whole new experience for things. How many of you have traveled different places besides Dothan and the beach? All right, good. Do you get a different feel for things when you travel? Do you go, like, when you sit, like, for example, Alabama history, okay? You have Alabama history in the classroom, but you see Alabama history when you travel, and you go, wow, that's pretty cool. I actually saw it. How many of you have ever done that? Okay? I actually saw the Fountain of Youth in Florida, and when I went to that, I went, that's really neat, because I had no interest in it when I read about it. But when I saw it, then I thought it was really neat. The same thing with jazz music. I didn't like jazz music. But when you're actually sitting in a restaurant in, say, New Orleans or something like that, and you're actually listening to that music, and you think about the history of that music in that city, then you begin to appreciate it. So if you get a chance to travel, I mean, you really can appreciate different things with travel. The reason I have this music on, and the reason that I'm showing you this picture, is because this picture is called Jazz Infusion. Now, if you look over here, I just want to throw this right here in. This is things that you can go online. You can actually buy this picture. You can actually buy this photo paper starting at $27.95, and you can actually buy a canvas of this picture if you like it at $35.95. You can buy like a greeting card for $5.95 if you like it. But that's just something I want to throw in. But look at this picture and tell me, why do you think it's called Jazz Infusion? Why do you think it's called Jazz Infusion? Anna Grace?
Because it's called jazz because it looks like it's the music instrument for jazz, and it's called infusion because everything's kind of clustered and mixed up.
Could be, exactly. You're singing some instruments that are played in jazz and everything's kind of mixed in. Why do you think it's called Jazz Infusion? Did you have your hand raised, please?
Yes,
She kind of said what you were going to say. Do you have a different answer?
Basically what she said, but it's like it's fusing like the instruments together to make a melody.
To make a melody. Very good. Very good. Yes.
I think it's called Jazz Infusion because it looks like all the different instruments are kind of coming out of the middle instrument and kind of fusing together to make like notes.
Very
There's
good.
like a sheet music on the side.
Very good. Excellent. Looks like the instruments are coming out of the music sheet, doesn't it? It does. It does. Okay, the reason I showed you this picture is I want you to look. Now, this picture has different kind of one-dimensional, two-dimensional, and three-dimensional figures in it. And even though the 1, 2, and 3-dimensional figures are distorted, do you know what I mean by distorted? They're not precise. They're not really, shaped precisely square or precisely round. You see different things in here. You see different figures in here. Tell me something that you see in here. Even though it's not a precise figure, tell me some figures that you see in this picture. Yes. Do you see a saxophone? Okay. What do you see in that saxophone that is a 1, 2, or 3-dimensional figure? Or that's grown to be a 1, 2, or 3-dimensional figure? Yeah. Do you see any shapes in that saxophone? Kind of distorted shapes? What do you see? You see a sphere right here?
Yes.
Yes, you sure do. Is that 1, 2, or 3-dimensional? One-dimensional. Yeah, it's wrong to be flat. What else do you see? What do you see in the picture?
orb, I think it's called.
An orb
The little, on saxophone.
on the saxophone here.
There, the, things you tune it with.
These things, yeah, they're kind of like orbs. They're kind of hidden. Part of them are hidden, but they're like orbs. They're orbs.
And it looks like one dimension.
One dimension, it sure is. Do you see anything else? Yes. The piano keys. And that's one of the things that I really wanted you to focus on today, was the piano keys. And what do you see in the piano keys? Oh, what? What do you see? What do you see? What kind of shapes do you see on the piano keys? Do you see squares? That's a good try. It looks kind of on the edges. It's almost like squares. So the whole entire piano key itself is a what? It is a rectangular prism. So that tells you that it's drawn to be a 1, 2, or 3-dimensional figure. 3-dimensional figure. It really is. It's a 3-dimensional figure. And so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to construct 3-dimensional figures. Now, I want everyone to go to your seat, and I want to see how quietly you can do this. What I want you to do is I want, if your numbers 1 through 4, if that's your numbers, I want you to come to this area right over here and get into a group. Okay?